Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. Bet365 has some very nice props on all 32 NFL teams for their season-long scoring, and I have found three that I think hold a ton of value with some great betting odds coming into the 2016 season. Now, how they do it is they have a separate number, obviously, for the over and the under, but then they have an inclusive range for each team, which is a bet on whether or not they will fall in between that over and the under. So, for instance, we take my first team, the Oakland Raiders, as an example. Their under right now is set at 335 points, over at 388. The inclusive range, therefore, is 335 to 388. However, I think the over at 388 is actually a very, very good play. This is a team that ranked middle of the pack, just in the lower half of the league in offensive points scored last year at 359. But with Derek Carr another year older and wiser, that passing attack really blossomed last year. Latavius Murray, if he stays healthy, he could give them a credible run and pass game, a nice three-down back for the Oakland Raiders. Our defense is a lot better too, which I think is a huge factor for the Raiders this season because they ranked 25th in time of possession last year, just over 29 minutes per game. If that improves this season, absolutely no way that the Raiders do not go over 388 points in this one. I'm going to take over at plus 170 at Bet365. Now, next up, the Detroit Lions, coming off a huge offseason loss of Calvin Johnson, now have a over and under range between 330 and 383, and I think under 330 points for the Detroit Lions this season. Definitely going to be a pretty good play here at plus 170. I think they could even fail to average 20 points per game without Calvin Johnson. I've never been a big fan of Matt Stafford, and I've kind of always been under the school of thought that he looks way better than he actually is because he has one of the best receivers to ever play the game in Calvin Johnson. Now with Golden Tate, a really inconsistent Eric Ebron, and a way overpaid Marvin Jones, this passing attack is not going to get better. It's going to get worse. The run game is still good, but it's likely just slightly above average, if not average. So I think under 330 for the Detroit Lions, plus 170. Very, very good play. Now, finally, one of the best offensive teams last year, the Arizona Cardinals, come in after scoring 489 points in 2015. Now they have a range of 373 to 438, and I think over 438, absolutely a great play because coming off averaging 30.6 points per game last year, the Cardinals could even regress down to 28 points per game this season and still cash the over at 438. That's probably one of the reasons why you see the betting odds for this one on the over at plus 115 and not plus 150, plus 170 like you see at some of the other teams here in this one. They have so many weapons that they can go to both in the running game and the passing game. They're going to be able to go two tight ends a lot, four wide receivers. They're going to be able to split two halfbacks in the backfield and do a lot of things passing-wise and running-wise this season on offense to keep other teams off guard. I think Carson Palmer, as long as he stays healthy all season, the over at 438, bet plus 115, easily a very good play here from Bet365. Those will do it for your scoring season-long prop picks. Make sure you check out all of our other season-long prop betting picks coming out here later this week and into next week. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.